What's up, everyone? DJ Angelo here, live at the Reloop studio. I'm joined by my BREXecutioner teammate, JFB. For those who don't know, we recently won the World DMC Team Championships, and since then, we've been getting a lot of questions. We're going to try and answer some of them today. Jay, you ready?
Sure, yeah.
All right, let's do this. So, first question. How did you come up with the name BREXecutioners?
I think you should answer that one.
I guess I'm responsible. Originally, we were going to team up with Mr. Switch as well. So it was going to be the three of us. We're all from England. We're all Brits. Against what happened to us recently with Brexit. And I was just brainstorming for ideas. And the BREXecutioners came to mind. Some people thought we were biting the name of Executioners, which of course we weren't. They're big inspirations for us, and it was just a play on words, bit of cheeky British humor, purely for fun. We kind of entered the thing as fun and not too seriously. What were your inspirations for this routine?
God, my entire life.
Your entire life. Do you want to be more specific?
Yeah. So DMC announced the 8 categories of competitions this year, and I saw the team championships. I've never done the teams. I've always dreamt of doing the teams. This is going to be amazing. And I had to think, right, who could I do the teams with? No one would expect Angelo to ever battle. I mean, he would never expect to battle.
So Jay called me up. He said to me, I know you don't battle, but I think you want this, and I think you're holding back. And no one is going to expect you to do this. And I was kind of like, this isn't what I'm about. I don't care about battling. I don't care about being judged by the DJs. But then I went away and thought about it overnight and came to the conclusion that maybe I do have that one last itch to prove myself in a battle arena. So, hey man, it worked out. So I'm glad you did ask. But what about inspirations in terms of other DJs or other team routines? What would you say inspired ours?
Well, all of them, but I would say, obviously Executioners, Allies, Scratch Perverts.
C2C, of course.
Of course, C2C.
Exactly. All right, how long did you work on the routine?
I think we pretty much started the next day after that phone call in terms of sending each other messages, ideas through emails, WhatsApps and stuff. But Angelo, after many cancelled flights, made it over to Brighton, UK, to my studio, stayed with me for 2 weeks. We probably did just under half of it, and then you went back, and then about a month later you came for another 2 weeks.
Exactly, yeah. So we were only together for a month in total. COVID was still rampant at the time. There was a lot of no swabbing going on in order for us to be in the same room. But yeah, we've been having this conversation since late April. So I guess we've been thinking about it, gathering ideas since then, but really like physically working on it was just a month together. And it was an intense month. It was like day in, day out, just hardcore. Which leads us on to this question. Did you have disagreements while preparing the routine? Jay?
Oh, we had many disagreements.
It's going to happen, right?
Many situations of one person being offended that the other one wasn't listening to them properly. To be honest, all that is a great learning experience.
Absolutely, bro. We have our own styles. I said early on, this can't be a JFB routine. It can't be an Angelo routine. It's got to be a bit of us both. All right, so next question. How did the evolution of DJ gear influence your routine?
Oh, massively.
We did a lot of stuff. Not only did we do traditional turntablism, vinyl skills, but we also brought in a lot of digital techniques, such as platter play on the Reloop RP8000 Mark IIs. Playing platter play with our feet on one turntable while drumming on the other turntable. A crazy idea that came from Jay, of course, putting phase on the nunchucker. Nunchucker style. I've been getting this question a lot, Jay. I don't know about you. How was the setup connected?
I was really happy about that just because it was really fun to use this way. We had 3 mixers and 4 turntables. With the middle mixer, we had the 2 outputs of the other mixers going into each channel on that mixer. Either side would be scratchable.
Yeah, a lot of people couldn't work out how we were controlling the same deck by 2 mixers, but it's not that difficult.
It's very fun and effective.
All right, how many takes did it take to record the final version?
Not that many at all. I think it was more like 15 or something. We got very lucky with that, but I think the routine was so fun and enjoyable to do. Even though it's really difficult to pull off, it didn't feel like a hassle to do. That's why I managed to do it so quickly.
Yeah, and that's why we're smiling in the routine, right? Because we genuinely had fun every time we performed it. Someone has asked on the same topic, will we get a blooper reel?
I'm pretty sure we can dig up something.
We got some unseen stuff, some sessions. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. What has changed and how do you see the future of DJ battles?
Who knows, man? It's already pretty crazy right now. There's already like tons of categories, different competitions, different styles.
Technology being a big part of it. Obviously, it started with just vinyl. Now we got all kinds of options. We would have probably kept going if we had more time because there's just so many ways to mangle audio now. Me personally, I would love it to stay musical and not only technical. You know, that's a big thing about what we wanted to achieve, and to stay entertaining, not just for the nerds to study. Someone has asked me, why did I choose to take part in the DMC? Because I always said I wasn't into battles. I was when I was younger, but then as I kind of developed my career, I no longer cared about being judged by other artists, especially some of them being friends of mine. So it always felt a bit weird for me to battle against friends and also be judged by friends. But as I thought about it more, I felt like I wanted to do this to prove to myself if I'm of a world-class level. So that's the reason why. And to work with this fine gentleman.
It is a very big risk in battling, especially when you're kind of an established artist like yourself. You know, what will people think if they find out I didn't win?
But we came to win. That was the plan. All right, so Jay, what is more challenging to prepare, a single or a team routine?
There's advantages and disadvantages to both. You just work alone, you work at your pace, you've got your ideas and you just get on with it. When you're working with someone else, they're thinking completely differently to you. It's always a different pace, or they're just not interested in working on a specific part that the other one wants to, and it becomes a clash. And then that's where you have to work out a balance, which is very, very difficult, especially if you're both intensively trying to get the job done. But the advantages are when one person just lets go and the other one takes over, it's amazing. That person gets a certain point, then they hit a brick wall. As soon as they hit a brick wall, the other one can suddenly jump up again and do the same thing. And I think that's how it works, man.
It took us a while to realize that it's okay to let the other person lead, right? And sit back, because it takes leadership, I think, making a team routine. And when you're in a duo, it's kind of difficult because there's only 2, there's no majority vote, and you're both right in your opinion. What does this victory mean to you?
Everything is great. I feel so proud of us, man. It's brilliant.
It's not a big deal to some people, but I think for me, like I said, it's like, man, I proved something to myself and I got a world title with someone who I consider a good friend now, so that's awesome. And final question, what's next for the BREXecutioners?
Already got like a ton of gig offers coming in. It depends on what our schedules are like. I mean, I'm all over the place at the moment. You're just always busy.
And we live in different countries, which is a big challenge, but the desire is there for us to do something again, for sure. So
who knows, sky's the limit.
Yeah, watch this space. All right, that's it. That's all the questions we have for today. Thank you to everyone who sent those in. Thanks to my man, Jay. Yeah, thank you guys. Team Reloop in the house. Stay tuned for more content. Peace.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace.